This is the story of a family fortune. A fortune that existed one day and was gone the next. No break-ins, no forged signatures, no suspicious withdrawals. Just vanished. $12 million erased as if the money had never existed at all. Behind this mystery lies a web of secrets, hidden keys, coded letters, and a family whose past was darker than anyone knew. In 1987, wealthy inventor and businessman Leonard Harrow died suddenly at the age of 68. He left behind 3 children, a sprawling estate, several businesses, and a personal fortune worth nearly $12 million in cash, bonds, and rare assets. His children were told the money was secure, documented, accounted for, verified. But when they gathered for the reading of the will, the accounts were empty. The bonds were missing. The vaults were clean. Leonard's 3 children, Michael, Claire, and Daniel, had always assumed they would inherit equal shares. Michael, the eldest, was expected to take over the family business. Claire, the middle child, had distanced herself from the family but relied on the inheritance for her own future. Daniel, the youngest, was quiet, a musician who barely understood the family finances. None of them were prepared for what came next. When the family attorney opened the estate files, it was immediately clear something was wrong. Bank statements didn't match previous records. Safe deposit boxes listed in the will were already empty. Stock certificates were missing. The biggest shock was a ledger page torn out, the page documenting the movement of millions in bonds. There was no sign of fraud. No activity looked suspicious. It was as if the fortune had simply evaporated. Investigators were called in to examine every possible angle: estate staff, business partners, lawyers, and even extended family. Everyone had motives. Everyone had opportunities. But none of the financial records showed illegal withdrawals, wire transfers, or cash movements. There were no fingerprints, no suspicious phone calls, no second wills, no hidden safes. The investigators weren't just confused, they were impressed. Whoever did this was good. The Harrow mansion was enormous. 14 bedrooms, multiple studies, a basement archive, and a private workshop Leonard used for inventing. Detectives searched everything. Old safes contained only dust. Books that might conceal hollow compartments were empty. In the basement, filing cabinets contained coded letters, strange handwritten notes using symbols instead of words, as if Leonard had hidden messages even from his family. These codes became the first real clue. For months, specialists analyzed Leonard's cryptic letters. Some looked like maps, others like account numbers mixed with puzzle-like phrases. One letter read, "The key is buried where the roots are shallow." Another, "What was earned in silence must be kept in silence." Were these instructions? Warnings? Clues pointing to where the money had gone? The deeper investigators dug, the stranger the mystery became. Some experts believed Leonard had secretly moved his money offshore. In the 1980s, wealthy businessmen often used Caribbean banks to hide assets. If Leonard created accounts under coded names or used bearer bonds that required no ID, the fortune could have been transferred legally without leaving a paper trail. But why leave no instructions for his children? Why hide everything only to die with the secret? Other investigators were convinced the fortune never left the mansion. Someone inside the family could have moved it before Leonard's death. Michael had access to estate documents. Claire handled some of Leonard's medical paperwork. Daniel occasionally worked in the workshop. Each of them had a piece of the puzzle, but none admitted anything, and each had something to lose. The family lawyer, executor of the estate, had the legal authority to access accounts, inspect documents, and prepare the inheritance. If anyone could make the money vanish smoothly and quietly, it was him. But after decades, there's never been any proof. No suspicious purchases, no offshore lifestyle, no unexplained transfers, just a man claiming he had no idea the fortune had disappeared. Was he telling the truth, or did he outsmart everyone? There was one more strange clue. A contractor claimed Leonard once mentioned a second study room. a hidden space behind one of the walls. Investigators spent days scanning the mansion but found nothing. Still, the rumor persisted. A secret room could contain account numbers, maps, even the missing bonds themselves. But the mansion was sold and renovated, and if that room ever existed, it's long gone. Today, the $12 million inheritance remains missing. No one has been charged. No account has resurfaced. No document has revealed where the money went. Some believe Leonard hid it so well that no one will ever find it. Others think a family member knows more than they're saying. But the final theory is the strangest of all. Leonard may have believed his family didn't deserve the inheritance and destroyed the fortune himself. So, what happened to the Harrow fortune? Was it stolen, hidden, or never real to begin with? $12 million doesn't just disappear, unless someone wanted it to. What do you think happened?